So happy to see you again. I feel connected because I am Italian, and there are these threads that connect Italy. Although Italy is so diverse, when you're in Sardinia, you almost don't feel like you're in Italy. Like you feel like you're in another country, kind of. And then if you're up in Trentino Alto Adige compared to Sicily, again, it's like a completely different country. I feel connected because I am Italian, and there are these threads that connect Italy. So, and that's why I keep going back, I think.
Hey everyone, it's Philip in London, and I'm on my way to an interview with Stanley Tucci. Only 2 weeks after we spoke about The Devil Wears Prada 2, I'm going to meet him again to talk about the new season of his show, Tucci in Italy, a show that really gave me cravings because he tries a lot of great Italian food. He travels through Italy, basically eating. So that's fun, and I'm going to ask him about it now. So enjoy the interview. It's quotable.
I'm headed towards Tavolara off the coast of Sardinia.
I would say you have the best job in the world.
I'm going to meet the king, who has a restaurant.
I'm not talking about acting. I'm talking about traveling through Italy and eating the greatest food. Is that how it feels?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. It's when you're there, it's great. It's just the traveling that makes you go, do we really have to go there? But yeah, no, it's amazing.
When I watched the new episodes, I really wanted to travel. I got big cravings. I should also say a really good friend of mine, Stefano from Cagliari, he said he absolutely loves the show.
Oh,
So I'm curious, how deeply do you feel your own Italian roots? How connected do you feel to the country and the people of Italy?
I feel very connected, although Italy is so diverse that, when you're in Sardinia, you almost don't feel like you're in Italy. Like you feel like you're in another country, kind of. And then if you're up in Trentino Alto Adige compared to Sicily, again, it's like a completely different country, right? People are speaking German, right? The food is completely different. You'll have prosciutto, but mostly you're going to have speck. Things are smoked more. There aren't as many vegetables. You barely see a tomato. It's like, it's weird. So I feel connected because I am Italian, and there are these threads that connect Italy. So, and that's why I keep going back, I think.
Did you grow up bilingual? Because you speak
No.
fluent, I think.
No. I learned to speak Italian when I lived in Florence. So when I was about 12, 13, that was 1973, I was put directly into an Italian school. So I had to learn.
Now, it's obvious that while you're making this show and while we're watching this show, we learn a lot about the people, the culture, the food. Was there any particular thing this time that surprised you or that was a big discovery for you?
I always like going to Sardinia because, again, it feels like a different country. And I think it's that landscape is so rugged and so rough. And the people are believe so in their own identity, but they're very quiet in a way. And they have those ancient rituals that they still, perform. And that to me is amazing. Rituals that go back thousands of years. And that is a very, very strong part of their identity. Those rituals, those myths, those sagas, and it's unlike any other place in Italy to me.
Now, I mentioned already that I got cravings while watching this. Is there any particular dish that is your favorite or has been your favorite in season 2 that really blew you away? I mean, all of them seem to, but...
I think there are a lot of them. There's the guy who made the pasta with mozzarella, but he used the mozzarella like in 3 different ways or something. And that was, cooking the pasta in the water from the mozzarella. Like, he just keeps... layering it and layering it and layering it. That was amazing. But also then, the complete opposite, where the guy cooks the pasta with a little bit of tomato, garlic, parsley, and rocks.
And was there anything that we don't see on camera that you didn't like? You don't need to mention who it was.
No, I wouldn't even tell you that, no.
Okay. You went to Italy for The Devil Wears Prada 2. I was wondering, did you combine the two, or did you at least take your co-stars out and showed them some of the places that you discovered?
Yeah, I did. I went to two of my favorite restaurants, Ratana, which we had featured in our show at one point, and Trippa, which we had also featured. And since featuring those guys, I got to know them, and when I go back, I always go to those restaurants. And then I went actually to Ratana again when I did the Olympics for NBC. We went there and we filmed some stuff with Cesare, the owner. I went with the 5 of the American women's ice hockey players, and we had a great lunch, and that was really fun. And we did like Instagram stuff there too. And so we ended up sort of combining a lot of these things. But when I go to Italy, you know, with like a movie or something, people go, now where should we go eat? They're always asking me where to go. And I usually know.
And do a lot of people recognize you on the street? I mean, you have a camera with you, but by now?
Yeah. You didn't used to be that way.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm so happy to see you again.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and do subscribe, because there's plenty more where this came from. For example, this or this, and lots of more to come in the future. Unquotable. See you soon.